Hello everyone, this is Indrani Chakraborty, nutrition specialist based in Delhi. Before jumping right into my presentation, I am welcoming each and every one of you, all the eminent doctors, the healthcare facility givers, and all the precious viewers into my presentation. I am hoping that each and every one of you is being of your health and following all the necessary measures to be healthy in this pandemic situation. Also, I am conveying my heartfelt thanks to all the doctors and healthcare facility givers out there for their commendable duty towards our society, and trust me, nothing can match up to it. So thanks a lot. As we all know that the situation is getting worse day by day and the positive cases is getting increased with each and every passing day. If we can analyze the data, worldwide data, around 4.73 plus million people has been affected and declared to be as positive, and among them around 1.75 million plus people has been recovered. 3,15,000 people has lost their lives. Now coming to Indian data, in Indian situation, around 96,000 people has been declared to be positive, and among them 38,000 people has recovered and 3,000 plus people has lost their lives. Scary, isn't it? It is. But a ray of hope is there. And what's that? The recovery rate. People are getting recovered. Yes, the pace is very slow, but they are getting recovered. As we all know that WHO, ICMR and all the other statutory bodies has mentioned that we have to be accustomed with the situation. And in order to be accustomed, we need to improve our immunity until the invention of vaccine. To improve our immunity and to fight the situation, we need to follow 3 simple steps. Firstly, maintaining personal hygiene and sanitation. Whenever you are coming inside from outside, wash your hand with soap and water for 20 seconds. You all know the drill, obviously. If possible, change your clothes and take thorough bath, and also wash your feet properly. Secondly, you have to consume a good, wholesome, balanced diet. This will improving overall features of your body among with immunity. And lastly, and the most important is, along with wholesome, balanced diet, a tad bit boost to your immunity will be very helpful. Now, why everyone is so obsessed about immunity in this COVID era? Everyone is talking about immunity boosting power, it will be helping to fighting the situation. Why so? Before jumping into my topic, I just want to share a few facts with you. Obviously, those are very simplified. So let's talk about immunity. What is immunity? Immunity is the procedure of an organism. Immunity is the procedure for an organism to fight against all the harmful bacteria, viruses by the regulation of antibodies and white blood corpuscles. Now, why this immunity is so much important in this COVID era? So, in case of an international scientist, whenever any foreign microbe will be trying to enter into our body, our T cell will be there to fight against it and to protect our body. The T cell will be fighting against all those harmful microbes and will be killing it. Now, after 7 more days or so, B lymphocyte cells will be coming into action. Those B lymphocyte cells will be killing all the inactive microbial threats which may be present after killing all the foreign particles in obviously inactive state. And it will also be presenting itself for future invasion. That means it is developing itself if in near future the same microbe will be trying to enter into our body, then the B lymphocyte cells will be fighting off. I forgot to mention that there are two cells present in those T cells. Those two cells are CD4 and CD8 cells. It's just like, whenever we'll be, for our studies, we'll be going abroad or out of state, and we'll be trying to cope up with the nature. Same with these microbe fighting cells or antibodies. Now, this wholesome diet I'm talking about, what is the main aspect of this wholesome diet? What is the main nutrient of this wholesome diet that will be protecting us from the microbes or foreign particles? The main aspect of the main nutrient of this wholesome diet is protein. So if anyone is suffering from protein deficiency, what will be the symptoms? Or why protein is that important? Firstly, protein will be helpful to maintain the growth and development throughout our life. It is important for the infants to maintain the growth and development according to the age and weight. It is important for the adult to maintain the cell growth and development. It is important for the lactant mother along with expectant mother to maintain their weight. And it is important for the geriatric patient to maintain their lean body mass. So if a person is suffering from protein deficiency, what are the symptoms, or how we can identify someone is having protein deficiency? Firstly, the person will be suffering from stunted growth, or the infant will be suffering from stunted growth. Secondly, brittle nails, losing of hair abruptly. Thirdly, edema. Edema is nothing but the accumulation of water into the cell or the tissue, and the tissue will be appearing to be very puffy, very swelled up. Next is the structure of the bone will be disrupted. Porous bones, pain at the knuckles can be some of the symptoms. Along with that, weakness, lack of energy, feeling of fatigue, lack of satiety, mood swings will be some other symptoms. Now, I'm going to talk about a specific nutrient that will not be helpful to diminish the protein deficiency, but will be also helpful to boost your immunity. So, drum roll. Well, just a joke. As they say that laughing off will be improving your stressful mind, and as we all are under tremendous stress in this era, so a bit of laughing will be helpful, isn't it? Yeah. So now coming to the nutrient that will be helpful to boost our immunity and will be helpful to excavate the protein deficiency, and that is none other than casein. Today I am going to talk about casein and its immunity boosting property and how it will be helpful to boost up the immunity. Well, casein is a protein portion of milk, and this obviously milk is throughout available at a very cheap rate. Well, in milk there are two proteins available. One is casein and another one is whey. Now this casein is having various functions to maintain our body. Firstly, casein is a class 1 protein or quality 1 protein, as it is amalgamation of all essential amino acids. While absorption of casein, it will be forming a soft gel-like clot around the amino acid. Hence, when the body will be trying to absorb it, it will be taking as long as 8+ hours of time to do so. Hence, the satiety of the person will be maintained. As we have seen that due to work pressure and other possibilities, people will be skipping their breakfast, people will be skipping their lunch, and at the snacking time they will be engulfing whatever they will be having, and that will be leading to unnecessary weight gain. So, consuming casein at a daily basis will be helpful to escalate the situation. Otherwise, engulfing such fast foods will be leading to acquiring some lifestyle disorders such as diabetes, obesity, hypertension, high blood pressure, etc. This lifestyle disorder in the later phase of life will be fatal and can lead to coronary heart disorders. So consumption of protein aka casein will be helpful to maintain the situation. Now, while the absorption of the casein will be taking much of time, it is termed as time release protein. Also, whenever a person will be skipping their breakfast or lunch, the muscles will be, or our body will be trying to take energy from within, or to utilize the energy from within, which we need to do our daily work. And for that, the body will be breaking down all the muscles and will be absorbing the energies. Right here, the absorption of casein will be coming into action. As it is termed as anti-catabolic protein, it will be reducing the possibility of muscle breakdown, and as such situation, it will be providing all the necessary energy needed to do our daily work. Hence, it is termed as anti-catabolic protein. Now, another very important function of casein, which is very important in this COVID context, is the peptide bondage of casein is helpful to eradicate all the harmful microbes from entering into our body, or it will be fighting off if the microbe has already entered. The microbes are namely Staphylococcus, Streptococcus, Bacillus, E. coli, pneumonia, and Sarcina, etc. The third function of casein is it helps in regulating T cells, B lymphocyte cells, antibodies, white blood corpuscles, cytokines, etc. Also, it helps in regulating and stimulating the microbe killing cells. Casein is, as I have already mentioned, that casein is the amalgamation of all essential amino acid, and among them there is one very important amino acid, and that is L-arginine. This L-arginine is very helpful to reduce the inflammation rate. Along with that, it will be also reducing the hospital stays. That means short convalescence. Now also, this L-arginine has been helpful under stress condition. Under stress condition, all of us must be feeling very tired, fatigue, weaknesses will be there. We won't be feeling like walking at all, isn't it? Casein will be helpful at such situation. It will be providing the energy, hence the feeling of not working at all will be reduced at a great level. Now, consumption of casein, as I have already mentioned, is helpful throughout our life, for the infants, for the adults, for the pregnant or expectant woman, for geriatric patients, etc. Now coming to the point, how this will be helpful and at which symptoms it will be working off. Firstly, coming to the infants, if the infant is suffering from protein deficiency, if the infant's growth is stunted, if the infant is suffering from acute or chronic infestation, feeding them casein will be very helpful to reduce such possibilities. Coming to adults, in case of anorexia, in case of acute or chronic infestation, in case of maintaining growth or weight according to the age, in case of reducing the hospital stays or increasing the convalescence, consumption of casein will be very helpful. In case of expectant mother, it will be helpful to maintain the weight. Also, it will be helpful to maintain the growth and development of the growing fetus. If a woman is suffering from painful menstrual cycle or disturbed menstrual cycle due to some hormonal disorders, consumption of protein, aka casein, will be helpful to improve the situation. Women who are suffering from osteoarthritis or osteoporosis, consumption of protein, aka casein, will be helpful, obviously. Also, in case of post hysterectomy situation or post-menopausal condition where the woman will be suffering from sudden mood swings, hormonal disbalances, weaknesses, fatigues, consumption of casein will be correcting this situation. Also, we have already seen that after the age of 60 or 65, all the geriatric patients, all the old age people will be losing their lean mass and their structure will be appearing very lean. Though they are consuming foods or though they are consuming balanced diet, still their structure will be appearing very lean. Consumption of casein will be helpful to maintain the lean body mass and will be maintaining the structure. So it won't be appearing that lean. With that, I have come to the end of my presentation and I want to share some thoughts that as a dietitian, consumption of protein, aka casein, will be helpful in many ways I have already mentioned. Also, in the end, to conclude my presentation, I want to say that take care of your health, take care of the health of all the persons staying in and out. Also take care of the needy people, because in this situation we need to help each other. Thank you so much. Stay happy, stay healthy.